Hello and welcome to 15-Minute Gamer. My name is Tony and this is Alex here. We're doing something a little bit special today, as you can probably guess from this bum axe in my hand and a certificate over there. There's a new charity auction up and coming and we're going to film some of the items, we're going to talk a little about the charity work, about past charity work and show off, about 8 items that we've decided on. Yeah, unless it's an even or odd number, we haven't decided yet. And we're going to also show stills of all the other items that are up for auction as well, along with details of how we're going to do it, where it's going to be. Alex will fill you in on all that and link in the description. So there's going to be a little bit of talking and mainly lots of stuff. So Alex, let's talk about your past charity work. So in your hand there, you had, for raising £3,907.66 for cancer research. So Alex, do you want to tell me about the first time you raised money for charity?
Yep, so just after Series 1 finished airing, I actually ran a quite successful charity auction. But as you mentioned just before, we raised £3,907.66 for Cancer Research UK Kids and Teens. Now the aim of this was for Christine, who's a live event roboteer, and just before he died, he wanted, he put a very inspirational message on Facebook, and that was, forget about us, look after the children. So that's what this was all aimed for. But it then extended from there to look after Alan Gribble and Steve Merrill, who both died of cancer as well. And so over 3 waves of auctions, we listed around 30 items or so, and that's what raised the money for us.
Cool, fantastic. What was the highest selling item?
I believe it was TR2, one of his axe heads, that went for 410 quid.
Wow, that's a lot of money. I will be bidding on some of these ones. I didn't say it last time, unfortunately. I am holding a bum axe here as well, which I'm sure will go for a lot.
Hopefully so.
You may have noticed different bum axe. We have 2 bum axes. There's one over there as well. So, this year you're raising money for someone slightly different, so do you want to talk about that?
Yeah, so this year we're raising the money for TY Carried Africa, and they're a small charity based in Uganda, and they look after an orphanage, and their aim there is to cover the school fees for 73 children. So it's a good idea to try and give them sort of a boost in life, and actually so they can go and have quite a successful career, and not just, we've been very successful and very privileged in what most people in the UK have been given, and these people really haven't, so it's nice to give something back from a situation we're lucky to be in. It's
a perfect charity, isn't it, really? Yeah. We were discussing that before. And this time there's 50 items.
Yeah, there will be 50.
It will be 50
when
items.
I collect them all in.
Yeah. And we're going to see about 40, 45?
43 I've got
43 at the moment, so there'll be 43. Any more to follow, we can always put it on the end. Yeah. So how's it going to run this time? So it goes in waves, and where's it happening, and how do people get involved?
Yeah. So the best thing to look at is my Twitter and Facebook. So Twitter TR2_robot and Facebook RobotWars-TR2. And every so often I'll be putting teasers out of more items, and also that's where you can find the link to the eBay page. But the main thing is going to be over 5 waves with 10 items in each. Going to be starting on Tuesday and finishing on the Sunday for the first 3 weeks, starting on the 25th of July. Then we're going to have a 2-week break. That's where we're going to run a raffle. So a lot of people said that, I can't really afford the big items, spend so much on terahertz, so much on beta. So that's why I've took that into account, and we're going to be running, I'm not sure on the price yet, but a raffle for 4 cue cards. So there'll be 4 winners, each signed by the 3 judges and Dara and Angela. So I just want to say a big thank you to Dr. Lucy Rogers for actually organising that for us.
That's perfect.
And then after that we'll be doing 2 more waves just to finish off with some big items in.
Cool, and we're going to show about 8 items, as I said before, from different waves.
Yep, so I think there's one from nearly every wave in there.
Perfect, so all the details will be in the description, so I'll put your Twitter in there and that sort of thing. And now we're going to have a look at some of the items.
Okay, so this is the first item we're going to talk about. These are the ends from Tombstone's bar. They'll be finishing on 7 o'clock on Sunday the 30th of July, starting on Tuesday the 25th of July. The unique thing about this is that Ray Billings, who's obviously the driver and owner of Tombstone, he normally only gives the ends from his bar to people that either break them or beat them. So they're a very special item, and that very rare as well. These were used on the red bar that is in the actual official BattleBots picture of Tombstone, and that's the bar that we used against Black Ice on the way to Tombstone winning the title.
Perfect.
So then, this is the second item we're going to talk about. This is Cobalt, the American version of Carbide. This will be finishing at 6:30 on Sunday the 6th of August, going live on Tuesday the 1st of August. So Cobalt had 2 fights out in America. The first time it fought Overhaul 2, where it went the aluminium on the side, it went through the front panel, so quite a good amount of damage done by the bar. But then he came up against Bombshell, who actually made it to the final of BattleBots, and he actually went in backwards against it, and that's where you can see the damage on the wheel when the actual bar on Bombshell took out the wheel, and that actually made him immobile. So moving on to our third item now, and it's another BattleBots machine, this time making the semi-finals, and that's Minotaur. So Team WRYM have sent over a signed T-shirt by Marco, the team captain, and Daniel, the driver. So Minotaur is obviously a very, very, very powerful machine with the drum on the front, causing a lot of damage to a lot of machines. So there you can see the Minotaur bull there. Obviously a very, very famous logo now attached to the Minotaur name. And hopefully you'll be able to... I want to fight it one day actually with TR2 or TR3. It's a very awesome machine.
It is a very good robot. I like it. It just spins around on its two wheels, doesn't it? Absolutely brilliant machine. And there you go. Mine's a T-shirt.
So starting and finishing 10 minutes after the Apollo side panels go live will be this Tornado side panel. Again, starting on Tuesday the 29th of August and finishing on Sunday the 3rd of September will be this very, very nice Tornado side panel. This was from Series 4 of Robot Wars, the original run, and it's got quite a bit of damage on there. So it's taken damage from the likes of Stinger, and it also fought Chaos 2 with the Veteran of the Wars. So following on from the Minotaur t-shirt, we have this very special Robot Wars House Roboteer t-shirt. This was donated by Anne Gribble after the success of the last auction, when we actually come around to doing another one. So you can see it's signed by all the original House Robot drivers. There's actually some illustrations on there with Securelot, Shunt and Dead Metal. On the back there's a nice Robot Wars logo with the House Robot name on there as well. So this is the item that everyone's been waiting for, and it is of course the Beta Hammer. So 7 o'clock on Tuesday the 5th of September this item will be going live, finishing on Sunday the 10th of September. The arm was actually used in the Nightmare fight out in BattleBots Season 2, and the head was from the Tombstone fight.
Right, and that's all the items you've seen there. We've had some good shows there, some nice items,
Yep.
and stills of all the rest of them. So remember, full details in the description below. Get bidding, and hopefully you win something. So it's goodbye from me.
Goodbye from me.
See you later. Bye.